Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. Recently, Dad and I went to the cinema and we saw Limitless, and it was a real mind bender. Some of the scenes were kind of psychedelic and trippy, and if you have motion sickness or have problems with viewing images just that keep coming at you and keep coming at you and keep coming at you, then I would recommend seeing Limitless. But the whole plot is this: Eddie is he's a normal guy. He's a writer. You know, he's trying to write his magnum opus, and he bumps into his brother-in-law, well, ex-brother-in-law from a marriage that only lasted 5 minutes. And his brother-in-law Vern is touting this product that is not even on the market yet, but apparently it's FDA approved, and it's called NTZ. And Eddie's curiosity is piqued, so he decides to take it. And once he does that, his consciousness expands and explodes, and he can think so fast, write so fast, math becomes useful. He's able to speak different languages. He could just hear one phrase and boom, he's got the language learned. He has all of his information in his mind logically sorted, and he can make useful information out of anything and everything, and he knows everything and everything and anything, and the world is his oyster. Basically, the only drawback is one has to take the drug consistently or they die, and you don't find that out until later in the film. And it's a thriller as well, which I thought was very different and unique, and it just inspired me because I believe in the power of the human mind, and I think that if people ate less processed foods, then perhaps they could open their minds up more and use their brains to their full potential. Of course, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm completely off my rocker, but that's just my opinion. Sugar is another thing that slows people down and limits our capacity to perform at our best. And of course, we get that from fast food and drinking too much soda and just putting all this artificial stuff into our system, and that's not going to be good for you. You have to eat natural foods, but that's another topic for another time. But it just, to me, it was a very intriguing film, and just, it made me think, and it inspired me, and it gave me pause, because I hope that it would there would be a way for people to actually achieve this and not become overly power hungry and not take the violent path. Like, you figure out that's what happens with the Russian, and just creepy. It's just a very different film. I didn't much care for the ending, though. The ending was almost like it threw it back at you and say, make your own conclusions of what happens here or what's going to happen here, and I didn't much care for that. I like a film to have a definite ending. Unlike with, if it's a trilogy, then yeah, sure, to be continued, that's fine, I understand that. But if you're going to bring the film to at least some semblance of an epilogue, do so concisely, or I will get kind of miffed. But that was my only nag. Despite that, I really liked the film itself, and I thought all the actors did just a phenomenal job, and it was just a real mind bender, and kept me on the edge of my seat when when Eddie realizes exactly what he's playing with here, and the capacity of his power. And power is a very it can become force. And the thing is, you don't want it to become force. You want power. You don't want force, because if you force people to do things, you'll become a tyrant. And anyway, there's a book about that that's really excellent. It's called Power versus Force, if you want to read it. But I just think that the human mind is full of untapped potential, and perhaps we'll never know how much of our brains we can access completely. But I think there are many ways to keep your mind from aging, and writing is one, exercise is another, crossword puzzles, Sudoku, doing things that are more adventurous. For instance, taking a different route or going through a different drive-through line. I mean, something as simple as that. And also having a good sense of humor, eating well, all the things that you would think would sound, you know, just logical in the way that you can maintain your mind and keep your mind healthy and free from free radicals and all that. It's free radicals, you know, they're going to come whether you want them to or not, but you can slow them down if you eat properly and take the correct vitamins. And it's just all about maintenance. Your body is a temple. Your body is a machine. You need to take good care of it, just like you would a car, and just give it the right kind of fuel. And I know I'm being preachy, I'm sorry. But anyway, I just wanted to share that in this review, because I think it's extremely important. And the other thing that I really want to say is, if there is ever a pill like the NTZ, I would never, never take it, because with something like that, you would have to take it consistently, and then you could never be free of it. And that to me is just, that is existing. That is not living. There's more to life than that. And you don't have to be popular. You don't have to make waves in the world. Just making your presence felt or doing something good for somebody else is the most important thing you can do. I guess, but that's just an opinion. I know, but I give this movie 3 stars out of 4, because the ending wasn't at all what I expected. But I did enjoy seeing Robert De Niro as a cameo, and I felt kind of sorry for the guy at the end. I just thought that it was kind of cruel and unusual, but in a way he kind of deserved it. That was karma. But I really shouldn't say that, but if you see the movie, you'll see what I mean. But I really enjoyed Limitless, and I think if you really want to be inspired and enlightened and open your mind, then definitely see Limitless.